gum while I'm on live because I know it's rude, but it's so addictive. Every time I sit down and I see it on my desk, I be wanting to eat it. And then not only that, is it got the little gum wrappers so you can like dispose of your gum. I think that's so cute. But I'm not gonna eat none right now. Anyways, what's good, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Tamaria and I go by Tamaria Lakayye on all my socials, so feel free to follow me on your favorite one. My energy is picking back up after, I want to say, the last probably 4 to 6 videos. My energy is starting to pick back up. I did start my cycle, and so now that I'm on, it's like I'm feeling a little bit better. So that's good for me to have my energy back where I needed to be. But yeah, I did want to just sit down and do a general reading. We're not going to roll the dice today. This is not for any specific zodiac sign or astrology or anything like this. This is going to be just for the collective in general. So let me lubricate my throat. Be sure to like, comment, and share the video. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. Devil on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see what we got. I feel like my ear needs to pop. As well, remember you can always fast forward through these videos by hitting the 1.2 or the 1.5. When I'm editing for thumbnails, that's what I do. And it's like, it sounds good. It sounds good. All right, so leading energy we got out here is the 4 of Swords in reverse. All right, so somebody is recuperating. All right, somebody's getting ready to speak their piece. All right, say what's on their mind, say what's on their heart, because Swords is about communication. All right, we got Libra on here, so somebody's ready to balance out something within their life. All right, they could have had a lot of time to sit and reflect and kind of have some growth and expansion about some sort of idea or some sort of truth being revealed to them. As well, it's giving somebody that is finally like mentally stable. All right, with this 4 of Swords. All right, ready to get back to doing what it is that they desire or what it is that they need to do. All right. Okay, so both of these are in the reverse. All right, so yeah, heavy on recovering. All right, somebody's recovering from a breakup. Somebody feels like the worst of it is over and they can go on and move forward with living their life. All right. This Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like there's no more like distractions. All right. Or they're moving away from a behavior to where they were moving towards distractions. And they're moving away from this idea of not having a purpose with what they're rushing into doing with their energy. All right, it's like they've recovered from some sort of defeat as well, because the 4 and the 3 is 7. The 7 of Swords, all right, so they could be coming in to give an apology about something. All right, they could be coming out of this energy of feeling like they're sluggish or they're drained. Okay. Look, I didn't even see this on the bottom of the deck, all right? So yeah, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords is essentially the Seven of Swords, all right? And so while we're looking at the swords, it's like somebody's getting ready to say something, somebody's getting ready to do something, somebody's recovering. And this is all about somebody receiving good news, all right? Something that was lost is being returned, all right? Something that was stolen was being returned, all right? An apology, some constructive criticism. Okay. All right, so I'm getting this energy of someone could have been in like a toxic relationship with someone. It doesn't have to be a lover or, excuse me. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lover, all right? Even though we have the lover's card out here, it doesn't necessarily mean that this was something romantic. It could have been a sneaky link, all right? It could have been a friendship. It could have been a partnership. It could have been a classmate. It could have been a coworker. It could have been anybody, all right? But whatever the case was, this person was in this very toxic energy, all right? Maybe you have to think about how you was going to move and navigate around this situation, this person, this blockage, all right? You could have been feeling kind of inferior towards this energy, and you could have felt like you guys weren't working together in the best ways possible. But it's like now you're ready to recover, you're ready to speak your piece, you're ready to say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart. With this Four of Swords in reverse, this is somebody coming out of this energy. All right, this situation could have had you feeling very depressed, very down, all right, in a dark area, dark moment of life. All right, dark moment in your heart, in your mind. All right, because you thought it was supposed to be something that would be beneficial for you to be in a connection with this person. You thought you guys were going to be able to work and build something. I do see some sort of opportunity coming, all right, with this Wheel of Fortune. All right, so this Wheel of Fortune to the Four of Swords, they both have the symbol of Jupiter on there. So a lot of growth, a lot of expansion, a lot of new opportunities. All right, you could have somebody that was very arrogant in their movement towards you. All right, you could have had an open heart and tried to pour into this person, but they was just very rigid. They didn't want to take any of your advice. All right, let's see. All right, so we got the Queen of Wands, the Six of Swords in reverse. Right, this person could have delayed a lot of opportunities for you. All right, this person could have also made you feel trapped in your work environment, in your home, in your relationship. They could have made you feel like you were unable to get out of the situation. All right, with their immaturity type of behavior. They didn't have a lot of emotional or spiritual regulation. You could have been dealing with somebody who was very aggressive. All right. But then it looks like you could have the potential of meeting somebody who is more emotionally stable, right? Either you or your person could be in these energies of the Queen of Wands or the King of Cups. All right, and you guys would pair well together because this person's going to have a lot of passion and this person's going to have a lot of emotional balance. So as you're recovering and you're walking towards your wheel of fortune, your good opportunities, you could be coming in contact with a new lover who's not going to be anything like your past connection with these wands in reverse, all right? You could have had a partner who was very lustful, all right, who was sharing their energy with a lot of different people, including you, and you had to recover from that. Let's see. And this Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck keeps showing up as well. So you could have got some sort of bad news about your partner, all right? Just you sharing energy and space with them could have just caused you not to believe in any type of new beginnings until you did some further healing and reflecting. Yeah, we got the Empress in reverse. And this is falling right up under the Lover's card. So it's like you realize that you weren't gaining what you needed to gain from this relationship. A lot of things were becoming abandoned when it came to the responsibilities that you guys were supposed to share. Right? There could have been some sort of lack financially within the relationship due to you guys not being able to maintain a solid connection. All right, so you guys could have took a lot of losses when it came to you guys, you know, building in the spiritual aspect of y'all's relationship to manifest in the third. I said the third world. I was gonna say the third world, but the 3D world. All right, so you guys could have had a lot of blockages in the 3D world because you weren't compatible with each other in the spirit. All right, this could have triggered some type of emotions from your past. All right, some childhood wounds that maybe needed to be healed. You could have someone coming back from your past that you need to talk to, or someone that is going to talk to you to help you get out of this energy. All right, so yeah, I'm seeing there was a lot of missed opportunities with you and this person being connected together. All right, you guys kind of stayed, even though you guys both knew it was imperfect. It was like you guys were resisting a change. All right, this could have delayed the path that you were supposed to go on. All right, this could have delayed you elevating to a newer level. So yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of things going on in the spiritual aspect for you guys. All right, for one, you guys weren't necessarily grounded in your spirit self. You guys didn't really have a true purpose of why you guys were connected. All right, you guys didn't have any spiritual boundaries, and you guys didn't take any type of like responsibility of holding each other accountable for your spiritual life in this relationship. And then I'm guessing this is why someone within the connection felt like they could just be out here doing whatever they wanted with whoever they wanted, whenever they wanted to. All right. It's like they presented themselves as a false emperor. Like they presented themselves as someone who would protect and someone who would provide, take care of the home. But when it came down to it, they were quite dependent. All right, they were very untrustworthy. Because of that, that kept you in your mind. All right, you was like, should I leave? Should I stay? Should I leave? Should I stay? Should I leave? Should I go? All right, you felt stuck. You didn't really know how to navigate out of this situation. You could have had people in your life that was giving you like wisdom, all right, trying to tell you to find your ambition, all right, trying to affirm you, all right, to fill you up with energy so that you could make the right decision for yourself. All right, Divine, what's going on with this situation? Do one more flip over. Okay, give me one more, Divine. We got that Six of Cups back out here. All right, so there's something about the past. You could be lingering on the past. Maybe you're thinking about the times when the relationship started and how it was good, or maybe the promises that were made at the beginning of the relationship. You could be stuck in maybe like the honeymoon phase, or again, this could be just like someone coming in to offer advice from the past, maybe a friend or somebody who knows you thoroughly is going to come in and just give you like a different perspective with fresh eyes. All right, maybe you're just needing to kind of accept what it was that happened. All right, you need to allow the past to be the past with looking at things from a different perspective and gaining a new sense of knowledge. All right, realizing that you made a sacrifice that didn't ultimately work out in your greatest good. All right, you could have been deceived. All right, by yourself or by your person that you're in connection with. Right, you guys could have made promises that you weren't able to live up to, and now it's just time to walk away from this situation. And as you walk away from this situation, you're going to find yourself on a higher timeline, all right, a higher consciousness, all right, a higher level of thinking, a higher level of awareness. All right, it's going to be like a spiritual journey for you to leave what was built with you and this person, regardless of how much was invested mentally, emotionally, financially, energetically. You just know that it's time to walk away and go on a different path. As you're walking away, you're being sure to guard your energy. All right, you're being sure to guard your energy, guard your finances, protect your mental, protect your footsteps. All right, you could be doing a lot of praying. But what I'm seeing from what came out is that you walking away from this situation is going to be the best thing that you could do. All right, not you walking away, all right, you running and rushing away, all right, with a fiery pursuit, all right, being very energetic, all right, being allowing your love to start to grow back in your spirit, all right, your love for life, your love for fun, all right, your love for the journey. All right, and because of that, it's like divine is giving you this new beginning. All right, brand new beginning, brand new spirit, brand new opportunities. All right, something very successful on the other end of you walking away from what doesn't serve you. All right, full of energy. All right, lots of passion. You could be coming into a reliable partner. All right, as you are making this transition, we did see the Queen of Wands to the King of Cups. All right, so you could be getting a brand new life here, all by just deciding to choose you first. All right, we got justice out here. All right, so things are going to balance out and work out for you. You just have to allow the time, all right, for you to go through the processes, go through the healing, go through the different stages. All right, and then with that, as you're going through the processes and you're allowing divine, all right, you don't got to go out here getting justice. You ain't got to be the one out here getting the revenge, okay? Just allow karma, the divine, God, to do their job. They always do it thoroughly. So you just stay focused, all right? You get on your horse, all right? You get on your chariot and you just ride off to victory and success. All right, you stay balanced within your energy. All right, don't get too dark. All right, don't get too light. Just stay right in the middle. Do whatever you need to do to heal. Do whatever you need to do to keep yourself, all right, in the best spirits, so that you can direct this physical body into the places that you want to go. All right, pour into yourself. Realize that you are a star. We're all stars. We're all energy. All right. We're all here to shine. All right. We're not here to dim our light. So yeah, just get into that star energy. All right. Allow yourself to go through the healing. Allow yourself to go through the process of renewal. All right. You may have to forgive the person who hurt you. You might have to forgive yourself for allowing them to hurt you. But when it's all said and done, big baby, you're going to have a big bank. All right. You're going to be able to live life however you want to live, invest however you want to invest. All right. You're going to be able to leave something behind for your loved ones. All right. It's generational wealth. All right. Legacy type wealth. Like, you don't got to just be like a NBA player or somebody super famous to have this kind of income. All right. This kind of luck. You don't got to be just a rapper. You just got to be knowing that you deserve it, that it's possible, that there's more than enough abundance for you and for everybody who's open to receive it. All right, Divine is saying you got to stay focused. All right, you already did all of the thinking that you needed to do. Now it's time to allow your thoughts to turn into action, so your actions can actually turn into rewards. Okay. All right, again, you've already done the hard work, or you've done most of the hard work. So if you've done most of the hard work, then like from there, each task should become easier and easier. All right. And it's going to lead you again to the success as you're pushing through any type of blockages that are trying to weigh you down. All right. You're going to have to see the magic in the situation. All right. You're going to have to believe that there's magic all around you. The magic for me, it says magic is all around. Believe in the unseen. That's like having faith, all right? Having faith that you know something's going to work out, even if you don't know exactly the day or the exact path or the exact time. It's just like you know without a certain of a doubt, because you've seen certain situations work out for you that you just don't know how it did, but it just did. And so you just know by faith that regardless of the situation, everything is going to work out for you. I don't like when them cards be popping up and hitting me in the face. I don't like that. All right, so your person's going to be mad. They're going to be angry, all right, that you choosing to walk away from them because, like, who do you think you are? All right, like, why would you leave me after all we done built? All right. They'll probably be waiting on you to come back, spin a block, all right? But while they're waiting and while you're doing what you need to do, you're just allowing what's meant for you to come to you, all right? And what's meant to come to you is the bag, all right? You got big money coming, all right? So while they're sitting in this energy of being mad, being angry, refusing to grow, refusing to acknowledge their part, all right? Take accountability, all right? You just waiting patiently to have your money deposited into your account, all right, to receive that notification, that email that says your funds are ready, all right, because you put in 100% effort to make sure that you are out here doing what you needed to do in order to receive the changes and the promises that you and the Most High talked about, worked on. What other card flipped over? I feel like I saw one. No? All right, yeah, you're moving on to a higher commitment. All right, you could be getting engaged. All right, to the King of Cups or to the Queen of Wands. All right, you're moving on to a higher commitment, something that's going to be a real true partnership and union, something that's going to make you feel complete. All right, you are rising as a phoenix. All right, your mind is changing. All right, and as your mind is shifting and changing, your identity is changing. All right, how you present yourself to the world and to how you present yourself to the world, and also how you present yourself like to yourself is like changing. All right, you have this renewed and growth mindset. It's like you're rising from the ashes. We got abundance again on the bottom of the deck because you had a positive mind to manifest the life that you wanted. You stayed in gratitude, and now you have this life full of bliss and blessings. Let's keep that out there. I like that for you. You're starting to make some healthier choices. All right, you could be taking care of your body, all right, by working out, eating healthy, all right, doing some self-care, some self-love, just choosing to be in a more happier state after being in this energy with someone who made you feel like you weren't enough. All right, somebody who pretty much tried to dominate you out of ego and fear. All right, somebody who was very frustrating to be around. Yeah, Divine said this person was absolutely a narcissistic, all right? A narcissist or narcissistic. I don't like that word. It's just too much, all right? But anyways, you were with somebody who was very self-absorbed, all right? King of Wands in reverse. There's nobody more self-absorbed than this person, all right? Somebody very one-sided. A lot of love bombing, but we did have the twin flame that popped out as well. So you could be, again, getting in union with somebody who is going to balance you out, all right? It's going to be complementary to who you are, all right? You guys are going to complement each other. You guys are going to be polar opposites, all right? So yeah, we got water and fire, all right? We got the King of Cups to the Queen of Wands. They're kind of polar opposites because they both have Aries, all right? So you guys are both going to be a leader, all right? But somebody's going to be very grounded within their emotions, all right? And then the Queen of Wands is somebody who can dream, all right? With this Pisces in there as well. Let me show you. All right, so the Pisces and the Aries for the Queen of Wands. So she's going to lead, all right? She's going to have a very creative type of energy, all right? She's going to be very passionate, all right? She's going to have a lot of sex appeal, all right? So whether this is you getting ready to come into him or whether this is him getting ready to come into her, it looks like a perfect pair, all right? So with the King of Wands or King of Cups, all right, so with him, he also has that Aries energy, all right? Because he knows how to lead his emotions. He also has Taurus, all right? A lot of Taurus within him, being grounded within his emotions, all right? Somebody that's very generous, all right? Somebody that's very caring, all right? Grounded just in their demeanor, all right? Not going to switch up on you like this King of Wands in reverse, all right? This Boss Emperor in reverse. They're not going to switch up, all right? They're not going to say, oh, I'm going to take care of home and then don't take care of home. They're not going to do all that. All right. So, yeah. Four Swords was the leading energy, all right? So you have your truth, you have your clarity about the situation, you have whatever revelation you need, you have the honor and protection that you need from yourself, the divine, all right, in order to stay determined, all right, to make this move, in order to go on to this new journey, this new cycle of life, all right? I'm applauding you. I'm wishing you well, not only today, but all the days of your life. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.